It's me again, and what am I doing with another unboxing? Well, I just did a video earlier today, no less, unboxing the goodies I got from the Hollandspiele holiday sale for 2022, and I'll put a link to that in the description here. Why? Because that's relevant, because I got back from my oldest daughter's swim meet, saw this on the porch, decided to break this open. I already had received something from Blue Panther, the Hollandspiele stuff. Blue Panther, for those of you who do not know, is kind of a third-party fulfillment or third-party publisher of sorts. They're the ones that put the maps and the components and the counters and the dice and the box and whatever cards or whatever it needs to be in the game. They put it all together, print it and put it together for other publishers. They do Hollandspiele, White Dog Games, Catastrophe Games, the Historical Game Company. Then there might be others as well, but that's kind of their business model. And it's an interesting model, and it's something that smaller publishers utilize. Is something that allows smaller publishers to have a wider scope and to publish more games, because this company has the infrastructure to do the actual heavy lifting on the printing and publishing of it. Anyway, so what do I get from Blue Panther here? Well, the minute I opened up this box, I knew that this had to be from Hollandspiele. I had written Mary and Amabel earlier, I don't know, week, 2-3 weeks ago, saying, talking about their games and what I liked about them. I've covered several of their games on my channel and purchased a few more, again, in the holiday sale. And and this was their response. I mean, they didn't respond to the email. They responded in kind. So, that's a heck of a response, I got to tell you. I was actually speechless, Although my daughter, who just got back from the swim meet, said, what are we going to play first? Anyway, so here's what's in this box. So there's Silico. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I know. Last of the Romans. Again, this follows, I believe, in the same line as the War of Marcus Aurelius, which is kind of, I think, a card-based solo game. They also have another line of games like the Charlemagne and others in that line that deal with, has a cup-based. There's chits in a cup, and you're pulling from a cup to do stuff, and they kind of repopulate. I think this is based on cards, I believe. I just got Marcus Aurelius, and now I have this one to go as well. Now, the interesting thing is I actually had this in my cart for the holiday sale because I was interested in covering this, because it's a topic I don't know much about, so that's always a plus for me, something that I can learn from. I love. It's solo, which is good for me, and it has some interesting mechanics. So those are usually three things that are check the box for me. So this one's going to be interesting getting to the table, and I'll do videos on all these at some point, and go into a little bit more detail on it. This is just an unboxing of an unboxing, right? Or an unboxing before the unboxing. Table battles. This is an excellent system. I actually already have this and have covered this quite a bit, and bought some of the expansions. And this is, for those of you who are not familiar with this, check. I might put a link to some of the stuff I already covered on this. But this is a really quick and engaging game where the units are cards. So you'll have famous battles, and each of the primary units in that battle will be represented by a card that has certain abilities that you're rolling dice on. And these sticks here represent their strength. So when you lose all the sticks off a card, then that card's gone from the battle, and you're supposed to knock out so many of the other side. Each battle might have a different effect, but you have to knock out so many to win the battle. And it's got an interesting little dice card, and these sticks. And there's several battles that are in this box here. see what it says in here. If it says which battles are in here. But there's several expansions to this that cover different periods and different battles. The 8 original scenarios are more or less the same as they were in 2017. I might have the 2017. This is the reprint of it. This is the second edition, so I think I might have the first edition. So that might be something I might need to check out here. This game right here, I didn't know much about this one. This one is not a war game, Westward Rails. I believe this is probably a train, economic train type game here, and which I like. I play more than war games. On this channel, I mainly cover, war games, a little bit of sci-fi, fantasy Saturdays, of course, but which today is Saturday. But this one is, I most of my collection and a lot of games I've played over the years have been Euro, hobby, whatever you want to call that type games. So this would be interesting to cover this and see what this is about as well. I don't really know much about this at all. So, no play money is provided, so I might have to provide my own play money there. Anyway, this one right here, this one is another one of those ones that I had this in my box. This was in my box, my cart, so to speak, for the holiday sale, and then at the last minute I decided I was just going to go with the 3 I went with. Very, very interesting system here. It's a solitaire game about recovering from a traumatic brain injury. Really? Yeah. This is interesting. It's solitaire. You've got a brain injury, whether it was you were in a car accident or a sports injury or workplace incident, a slip and fall at home, whatever. You've got a head injury, and this game is about you recovering from that. And so it's doing basic things in life. How to tie your shoes, feed yourself, go to the store, drive a car. Getting back into a normal habit of things. That's what this game's about. That's one of the things I love about board games. You name a topic, any topic, and there's probably a game about it. And that's one reason why I like the smaller publishers that cover smaller war game publishers, because they usually pick out, they're not going to cover the Battle of the Bulge and Gettysburg and Waterloo ad nauseum. They're going to go for some of those hard to reach places that are not covered as much. So anyway, very interesting topic here. Awesome. So then we've got Dinosaur Gauge. I know this is probably this is designed by Mary Holland and Amabel Holland. Mary, I think, is a big dinosaur fan, and there's actually a dinosaur table battles as well. I don't have that one. I need to try that one out. The art on this is great. And this is taking dinosaurs to a train game of sorts. And the back is relatively playful here. This is a pick up and devour game about dinosaur railroad barons and also dinosaur shipping magnates and also dinosaur factories and maybe also dinosaur airlines. As the Western Interior Seaway shrinks away, these business empires will rise and fall. You have to invest carefully and adapt to changing circumstances if you want to win big on the stomp market. So I think this gives you a flavor of what is inside here, but this is Dinosaur Gauge. So this is probably going to be a dinosaur train game of sorts. Very interested in this one as well. This was one I'd had in my cart at one point as well. Just because it looks very interesting. And also with it, normally with Blue Panther stuff, you get a paper map. But one thing that Hollandspiele does, they have like canvas maps, and they have these kind of maps as well. I haven't seen these before, but I think this is the map for this game here. But it's like a not necessarily neoprene, but it looks like it might be plastic, but it's definitely not paper. This is thicker and more resilient, and it's got a little bit of a texture to it. But I think this is the map for this game right here. So, and this is something you can buy extra at their site as well. So, look at that. That looks, very interesting, very colorful. Hex grid and the like here. And then finally, not finally, there's another thing in here. 2 more things in here. There's this and one more thing. This is a dual gauge. This is one of those same maps like this, a little bit thicker material. I don't know exactly what the material is, but definitely better than just paper. for dual gauge, England and Wales. So this is they have another train game out there. They're going trains, right? Trains is a very interesting niche in the whole hobby game world. A lot of different types of train games, and especially the economic train games. Some people might say that Ticket to Ride and some of those games really aren't train games. They're all train games, right? They have trains, right? But the true train aficionados are like going into Steam and the 18xx games, that are really deep stock trading and economic type games that are a little bit deeper and a little bit nastier too of games. So maybe they should be in more games. So this is a map for that game, dual gauge, which I don't have. So I'm going to have to look into that for this. But this looks really kind of cool. That map there, we've got, looks like it's England and Wales, which is cool here. And the last thing in this is which I covered in my earlier video. Watch out, that's a Dracula. This is it was the free game as part of the holiday sale. If you bought so much or participated in the holiday sale, maybe even, you got this free game here. So anyway, so have a copy of that as well. So anyway, that is what's in the box here today. I want to thank Amabel and Mary. I'm still don't. I'm not 100% sure that this is where it came from, but I am. That has to be right. It has to be. So thank you to them. I actually wrote them a response right after I opened the box. Say, oh my God, what is this? So anyway, I've got a lot of filming to do. Right, I've got my whole schedule. I already had a bunch of other stuff on there, but some of that stuff's going to have to be rearranged because I've got some filming to do. Or in the words of Ricky Ricardo, I've got some explaining to do, some filming to do here. So anyway, there you have it. A lot of goodness in this box here, and can't wait to get to it. Thanks again to the fine folks at Hollandspiele, Amabel and Mary, which again, I'm pretty sure this is from you guys. Anyway, thank you all, and for all of you watching, thank you for stopping by. And let me know in the comments which one of these should I be hitting first. Help me schedule my schedule. I've already showed you some other Hollandspiele games earlier today that I need to get to, and this adds to that list. Plus, I had some other stuff too on there. I hate to say, but which one of these are you most interested in? Which one of these should I jump into, or you think really needs to get some more coverage? Right out of the box, so to speak. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it as always, and be safe. Thanks for watching.